Alrighty, hello YouTube. And we're doing Siralim Ultimate. So let's see. I have to say, I love the Evoker, and I've actually done Necromancer, and I've got it to where, like, oh, you're the Monarch of Siralim, yes. You try to say yes, but this happens to be one of those dreams where you can't speak. You also try to nod, but you can't move either. Well, whew, that's a relief. Imagine of my embarrassment if I invaded the wrong train. Fear not, despite your sleep paralysis, I can read your thoughts just fine. Now then, what should I call you? Hey, it all fits. Boom. Fine radio, you say. Fine indeed. I'm Caliban. I have another question for you. What's your specialization? So, let's see. So I've done Evoker. I love it. Oh, it's so much fun with like, the spells are just amazing. And Necromancer, once you get towards mid-game of story, and you actually can, like, put in a lot of your specialization points, oh my god. The minions run wild. It's like you don't even really have anything to, like, have to actually do, because the minions do shit for you. Okay, so I've only played 2 classes. Fine line between genius and sanity is difficult to say on what side of the animators reside. These fanatical magi spend their days perfecting their animatus creatures. Unique creatures that grow more powerful as their masters' dark experiments unveil new opportunities. You will always have a unique creature in your party called an animatus. Your entire battle strategy will likely focus on this creature. You can empower your animatus and even use your other creatures to make it stronger in combat. A blood mage. As they take damage. Baldus carves spell gems out of thin air and use their creatures so you can look the magic. I prefer employ high risk, high reward battle strategies. Cleric. The best offense, some says a good defense. Clerics protect their creatures with powerful healing abilities, steadfast barriers, ensuring that not even the most tenacious of foes can overcome them. Healing abilities, well, buffing, resurrecting, stat boosting effects, and providing your creatures protective barriers. Your creatures will be extremely difficult to kill. So that would give me 2 unicorns at the beginning of the game. Defiler. The difference between the good and evil is a matter of perspective, but the morality of the Defiler is simple enough for anyone to decide. These dark magi take sadistic pleasure in inflicting their after crippling diseases, reducing the weakened husks that no longer have the capacity to defend themselves, and debuffs and stat reducing effects. Enemies will be so weak that you'll probably be able to easily pick them off, even if they were originally much more powerful than creatures. I'm not going to do Evoker and Necromancer. Hell Knights grant their creatures increased critical damage. Inquisitor, the Valkyrie. Using healing effects for offensive purpose, creatures heal enemies instead. Monk. Reaver. Perseverance and our will, touch of insanity for recipe for victory. Reavers live and die by this mantra, instilling their creatures with power. Calculate anger that allows them to grow more powerful during the battle while their foes tire out. Creatures gain massive benefit in combat as battle continue to drag on. Sorcerer. Sorcerers magic control the battlefield. Why worry about offense or defense when you can use Cant move to begin with? You'll support your creatures by debilitating their enemies from afar. Generally, your enemies won't be able to show act for the first few turns as long as you're around. Okay, so they got the Yeti, so they'll freeze. Wardens are wholly attuned to the needs of their creatures. These powerful magi empower their creatures various boons to give them edge over their opponent's battle. As a warden, you'll be able to grant your creatures every buff in existence. In addition, your creatures will grow stronger as they can accumulate more buffs. And the Witch Doctor. Spiritual warriors who cast daily hexes and curses on enemies, forcing them to fight each other. You'll manipulate your foes into damaging each other and empowering your creatures to ensure victory. I am between the Sorcerer and the Witch Doctor to play. I think I'll do Witch Doctor. Well, you took so long telling me your specialization just slept well past your normal waking time. I'll get right to the point then. You know the Kingdom of Nex, right? And you try to say, yes, of course I know Nex. They are our most trusted allies, and we often trade jarred goods with each other. But you're still unable to speak. As a thought, listen closely, Divine Routine. The King of Nex is not to be trusted. Recently, he managed to procure the ultimate nether orb. A powerful relic that can be used to bend the gods to its user's will. I fear that he will use this orb to take control of the entire world of Rhodia. You attempt to snort dismissively and ask Caliban how it costs to know the ultimate nether orb's whereabouts, much less of the King of Nex's ambitions. I'm confident in my acquisitions. I have observed his dreams and have seen what he plans to do. After his magi have finished charging the orb, his future actions do not bode well for Rhodia. You don't have much time. Awaken now and tell your most trusted advisors that we are about this dream. Formulate strategy and infiltrate Nex and steal the ultimate nether orb so that it will not be used for ill purposes. Farewell, Divine Rhodia. We will speak again soon. Good morning, my liege. Well met, Divine Rhodia. Hail, Divine Rhodia. Hope this day finds you well. After nodding impatiently through the onslaught of greetings, you tell everyone about your dream you had last night. Caliban, eh? Haven't heard that name quite some time. They say that if Caliban appears in dreams, he'll haunt your sleep until you do as he says. Deimos has the right of it, at least as far as the rumors claim. It all sounds a bit superstitious to me, like how you're supposed to bring cast aboard a ship, wriggle up, or how you should kiss your granny on the lips with her mouth full of porridge or rid yourself of disease. Anyway, I say we wait things out and see if Caliban shows himself again. No sense in worrying about something that might have just been a trick of the mind of Anridia. Indeed, as for me, I don't believe Caliban exists at all. Just an old story to help pass the time of taverns is all it is. Suddenly, unimaginable pain spurs the back of your neck and through your forehead. You wince from the agony of all. Before long, your vision fades into darkness. You don't believe in me, eh? What say you now? What do you mean, Divine Rhodia? And why are you making your voice so deep all of a sudden? And why are your eyes glowing red? And why are you floating a few inches off the ground? Imbecile, it is not Divine Rhodia, misguided mutthead. It is I, Caliban. Quit messing around. You're not Caliban. It is a sad day indeed to learn that the fate of Rhodia rests in your incompetent hands. Yes, I am Caliban. Does my appearance truly leave everyone so skeptical? Ignore her broom, Sir Caliban, and accept my apologies on his behalf. He's not right in the head after all. So, Divine Rhodia spoke of the truth of it. Caliban is real. Indeed. Guess Divine Rhodia's story was true after all. I'm sorely disappointed at how much time you've all wasted prattling about absolutely nothing. Now listen closely, as we don't have much time. You must travel to Nex and capture the ultimate nether orb before it's too late. Rally your men and summon your most powerful creatures. Get on with it at once. There's no way I'm letting Divine Rhodia sort of danger. Deimos and I will handle this. I will try to be diplomatic first, see if the ultimate nether orb even exists. And Nex, as you claim, and then see about taking it someplace safe. Come, Herberon. You shall take our leave immediately. Everett, while we are away, work with Divine Ready to warn the other gods about Nexus ambitions, and try to rally them to our cause. Our visit to Nexus isn't go according to plan. We'll need all the help we can get. We'll do what we must. Take care, Deimos. Herberon. Very well. Nice meeting you, Sir Caliban. Very well. Then it's time to relinquish my control over this body. In the future, I pledge to communicate with you a bit more gracefully. That is to say, I won't ever take the Hunyan's body and cause them excruciating amounts of pain. Got the witch doctor. Right then, that just happened. Divine Radio, I'd offered to make the pilgrimage across the rodeo to warn the other gods in your stead, but we both know you're suited for the task. Diplomacy's never been a point of strength for me. Not to mention the gods will respect you more for seeking their aid in person. It's been a while since you've been out and about, so let's spend the rest of the day getting you back in the swing of things. When you're ready, say the word and begin your training. First, we'll review the basic combat. I say the best way to learn is by doing so. Let's jump right into battle. Your gimp money against my unicorn fire. Ready? There's no need to hold back, Your Majesty. Well done. The battle was fairly straightforward since both of us have only one creature. Later, you'll be able to take up 6 creatures with your journey, and you'll fight up 6 enemies as time wail. After you defeat an enemy, you'll gain some of that creature's mana. After you gather enough mana, you'll be able to summon that creature. Since you're doing my creature, you have enough mana to summon your own Unicorn River card now. Goal summon. Oh, his attack is down. Well, you know what? His speed down's not bad. Defense up is okay. Very good. Your Unicorn Fire will serve you well. Always remember to check the summoning brazier to see what new creatures you can summon. Next, you take a look around the castle and familiarize yourself with the facilities. First stop should be the menagerie. You'll find it west of the castle. Speak to the Tor. Good day, Your Majesty. Welcome to the menagerie. What can I help you with today? Great question indeed. At the menagerie, I'll take care of your creatures for you while you're on your journey. You can only have up to 6 creatures in your party at a time, so you can leave your extras here and I'll ensure they keep a tip-top shape. That is to say, I'll make sure they don't die of starvation or serve dehydration. You can return to the menagerie at any time to swap out creatures from your party if you'd rather take another one instead. Lastly, you can use the menagerie to change the order of the creatures in your party. Personally, I tend to allow my favorite creature to take the lead, but this is mostly for cosmetic purposes anyway. And that's not all there is to it. Whenever you summon a new creature, be sure to visit the menagerie to configure your party. Farewell, Divine Ready. Next, you should visit Saban the Blacksmith. He'll teach you the forge, equip your creatures with artifacts. Victoria, the Enchantress, she will teach you how to craft spell gems for your creatures. No, don't say it. I can tell in your eye that you're forged an artifact for one creatures. Uh-oh. Tell me looking here, I can only forge artifacts. Matter, there's plenty that can be done to artifact forge. So let's get ourselves. First, let's explain what artifacts are. Swords boost attack, boost increase speed. Has a tier. Artifacts at tier 1, you can upgrade your artifact. You can socket. Keep in mind that an artifact is useless if it's not equipped. So, backbite. Enemies have 100% greater chance to deal critical to their allies. Bad medicine. At the start of the battle, your creatures gain secret stuff. Secret stuff. The enemies with the highest attack attacks one of its allies for 200% normal damage. This spell is a booze spell. Okay. Bewitch. After an enemy attacks one of its allies, your creatures gain a random buff. Enemies cannot dodge attacks from their allies. Enemies take more damage from their allies. Hex. The confused have 5% rank. Lower their allies' stats instead of increasing them. Confused creatures have 50% chance to attack or cast harmful spells on their allies. When an enemy attacks one of his allies, his highest stat is used to turn the damage dealt. Enemies always have cursed. When creatures with curse deal damage with attacks or spells, they take damage equal to 100% of the target's attack. Enemies take additional damage they've taken from their allies' current battle. Taking damage from an ally, they're equipped with blind and confused. Choose their targets when attacking casting them. Jumbo. Enemies confused have 0. 5% rank to inflict allies a debuff instead of a buff. After an enemy attacks one of his allies, it affects the target with a random debuff. Attack, they have a chance to cast mind control on the target. Mind control target attacks one of his allies. Ooh. Okay. Vision quest. At the start of the battle, your just gain Doppelganger. The Doppelganger Master has a new represent taken each turn. When an enemy casts a spell on one of its allies' highest stat is used to turn the potency of the spell. Charges. Craft. Yeah, nightmare. I think your creatures are properly equipped with artifacts and spell gems now. Very good. You're ready to venture outside the castle walls in favor of the gods. You should rest for the remainder of the day. Deimos and Herburn should return from their journey early tomorrow morning, and you'll need to speak with them before you depart. That's what you think? You quickly fall asleep, only be wakened by a startling dream following down the castle stairs. You wake up again for a brief moment to flip your pillow upside down. It's nice and cool now. Back to sleep you go. You wake up yet again, courtesy of a muscle spasm in your left calf muscle. Perhaps a warm glass of milk. Wake up! Deimos never returned. Damn. You safely. What happened? Did you find the ultimate? Yes, and we found the ultimate nether orb. With, let's see, and his plan, we tried to negotiate. To some understanding, and we were met with staunch resistance. Lucius destroyed most of our army all by himself. When Deimos and Edge finally conquered him, the gods intervened. We nearly lost our lives before we managed to escape. Fear that Lucius already holds the influence of many of the gods. They are not, after all, normally prone to physical intervention with the affairs of humans. I see. Then perhaps we should petition the gods and explain what is at stake for our world. Surely they will come to their senses and see our side of things. Perhaps they'll even aid us in attaining the ultimate nether orb. It's a good plan, but that is not only our only problem now. Before we fled, Lucius vanished, and took the ultimate nether orb with him. We have no idea where he went, but it's safe to say that he went Won't be returning to Nex anytime soon, for fear of us launching a follow-up attack. Indeed. Then where do we go from here? Urbrana will search Lucius in the meantime. Divine Rydia, I believe you should move forward with our original plan to petition the gods and ask for their help. You should first visit Blood Grove. Aprocronix is the god of that realm. He's a master tracker, and his expertise will prove invaluable helping us find the ultimate nether orb. That's an excellent idea. Divine Rydia, make haste to the Blood Grove and see if you say Aprocronix to our side. Agreed, it's a sound plan. Good luck, Divine Rydia. Deimos and I will search the other realms so we don't put our eggs in one basket, so to speak. Aye, farewell, Divine Rydia and Everett. Head to the northern part of the castle, use the teleportation shrine to travel to the Blood Grove. Once you arrive, seek out Aprocronix's altar and commune with it to speak with him. Good luck, Divine Rydia. I will see to our castle's defenses while you're away. You can count on me. Bum bum bum. You approach the altar, depicting Aprocronix, god of the hunt. The altar, beautifully carved, seems eerily realistic in its appearance. Can't help but desire to touch its slick swinging hand towards the altar, but mesmerized by its beauty. Who goes there? After taking a moment to recover from your startlement, you explain the current situation to Procreonix. Ultimate Nether Orb? Yes, I've heard of it. In truth, I always thought it to be a myth. However, I'd be remiss to ignore the reputable ruler of Siralim. Very well, then. I will aid you in your quest to find the ultimate Nether Orb. First, I must ask a favor of you. Deep within the Blood Grove prowls a powerful beast called Kichi. She is a creature of the Eft race. Find her so that I might tame her and call her my own. She'll prove an invaluable asset when it comes to tracking down the ultimate Nether Orb. Do this for me and I'll attend to your knights on their quest. Kichi doesn't appear anywhere nearby. Make your way to the teleportation shrine in this realm and use it to travel to a different part of the Blood Grove. Perks. After you complete a realm quest, the highest realm depth you've ever visited, you'll earn some perk points. You can spend these to unlock perks, go to your specialization. Knowledge point per creature when you kill them. I take enough knowledge points. Creature increases. Ice will fight. Target more amount of damage twice and frozen. Okay. I think that's everything now. Incriminate summoning. Ooh. Nice. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll make an affliction. Okay, holy and dead. I can do chastise. Let's see. Your creatures attack 50% of the damage using speed instead of attack. So let's do Antidote, Chastise. No, I sense that Kichi's not here either. Continue your search, deep in part of the world. I'll need to get another sword made for, the wolf. Death Call. Alright, we are close to getting to rank 2. Percent most resources from battles. Blood Shield. Target takes 1 damage for 2% to barrier. Played a realm quest in her favor. Frost enchant. After you complete a realm quest, your fortune will increase by 20%. If you're wiped out, it returns to 0. Yeah, so you don't want to flee, because fleeing also reduces you to 0. Because if you lose, you return back and you start at 0. Fleeing, you return back and you start at 0. I think that's everything. Alright, so I need to create 1, 2 swords. I need a staff. Sword. Sword. Staff. Then we'll go staff. So I'm going to need poison arrow, frost enchantment, I want to get a level at least on my ant before we take on the boss. I think by the time we get done with this floor, I should be up to tier 3 of favor. Oh, yep, we gained 2 in favor. Yep, now we're at rank 3, 50% more from treasure from the chance. Curse of the Swarm. Enemies have a random debuff for each different class of creature fighting on your side. So that'd be 1, 2, 3. Because you're kind of limited on what you've got at the beginning of the game. Maelstrom. Target like a confused and fear. Oh, that's perfect for him. Now I gotta find out what, class that's for. Three slice every bird. Okay, not bad. Yes, this is the right place. Kichi is just up ahead. Approach her with caution, Divine Radio. She is more dangerous than she looks. After you weaken her, I will capture her and tame her. Now, let us proceed. You and your creatures approach Kichi with a display of confidence that none of you actually feel. Upon noticing your rival, Kichi assumes a worried crouch, waiting for you to make the first move. You unleash a beastly roar and charge forward, and unrelieved beyond the worst see that your creatures follow suit. Kichi lunges forward to meet your attack head on. Do not kill my unicorn. Fuck it. Well done, Vanria. Thanks to you, Kichi has been tamed. We will need her to seek out the ultimate nether orb. Just as the hounds can smell fresh meat from a mile away, Fs are adept at detecting magic from great distances. Kichi and I will take our leave and begin our search. I will return to you when I learn more. All things considered, that went quite well. You should return to Siralim until Everett with good news. It's good to see that you've returned in one piece to Vanria. Did you have any luck rallying Aprocranix to our side? Speaking to Era that you successfully captured Kichi for Aprocranix in return. He is about to assist Herber on Damoson's search for the nether orb. Ah, I should have known he'd ask favor for you first. Very rarely do gods provide their age to humans without expecting something in return. Nevertheless, I'm glad to have Aprocranix's help. You've had a tiring day, Devendridia, so just you take some time off and enjoy yourself in the sanctity of your castle. When you're ready for the next step of your journey, please speak to me again. It's ever-growing kingdom, Devendridia, but I know it will be even better yet. Look around you, can you envision a magnificent besom? For some reason, I believe your next step should be to travel to the Frostbite Caverns and convene Azrael, the god of winter. Is a noble god who is always eager to work with humans. With his help, we'll be able to expand our castle and make Siralim the very best castle it can be. And more importantly, Azrael's knowledge will allow us to reinforce our kingdom's defenses. After all, if gods forbid we don't obtain the ultimate nether orb in time, we'll likely to need stronger fortifications with which to defend ourselves. Good luck, Vanria. Upgrade. Azrael's altar depicts the noble god of winter wielding his fabled winter maul, a relic that is said to be able to freeze enemies solid before shattering them to pieces. Greetings, esteemed ruler of Siralim. I am Azrael, god of winter, told I had the pleasure of your arrival. He explained that you come seeking Azrael's guidance to learn how to improve your castle. Ah, well then you certainly come to the right place. I would be honored to teach you what I know about construction. Under normal circumstances, I would simply give you some materials, explain how to use them, and send you on your way. But alas, just this once, I must ask something of you first. You see, a giant cruncher has eaten through most of my stockpile materials, and if someone doesn't stop it soon, I won't have anything left to hand out to eager learners such as yourself. Seek out and destroy the cruncher, and I will be happy to teach you how to expand your castle. Sounds easy enough. I trust that a mage and competent as yourself will have no trouble at all dealing with a meager cruncher. Good luck, Vanria. How many perk points are we up to? 80. Okay. Because we can come across the mummies, more mummies. With the crosses. He can be a problem. There it is. Treasure from tombs, black eyes. Nothing. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Thank you all so much for joining. Have a great one. May Leviathan and Asura guide you all. Bye for now.